Okay, so I may have just not added the audio.
Okay, so I may
Yeah, okay, I could hear, excuse me, I could hear myself now on my phone, so I'll turn that down so it's not too annoying. It's funny because I'm not good at doing lives, there's no question. I'm trying to do, get a little bit more my feet wet doing the lives. But anyway, so what we've got here is going to be a few add-ons that we're going to take a look at. And these specific add-ons will enable you to have an easier, maybe not faster, but at least an easier workflow. We're going to look at the text editor mini map. And just a little primer here. In a couple of moments, I'll drop the link in the chat here so you guys can go grab the add-ons. I just want to cover a little bit of it first. The text editor mini map, that'll install just like a regular add-on, and it's going to show up over here in the side panel under the scripting tab. So this is going to be really important, so you know where to find it. Now, under the mini map, and let's see, you'll see the find replace properties here under text. You can minimize that, and then you'll have a few different controls like the margin, the font size, which is an internal Blender control, which I like that a lot because sometimes I'll wear my contacts, sometimes I'll wear my glasses. It just makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Then you've got the tab width. You can change the different spaces, and the mini map is something you can actually hide or show. It does not have to show all the time, and this is going to be a little bit similar or not too dissimilar from VS Code. So you'll be able to have something that will allow you to kind of make jumps in the code, which is very nice. And Sam, who is in the chat, he's actually worked on the text padding. I think you could just call it padding, and allow this to not be bunched up. So it looks really good. I really like this. Now, Minimap can have colors changed. This is also kind of just a little addition. I'm going to show you something that I really like a lot about this. Now, the next add-on after this, and of course you can reset the colors and different things. Minimap is kind of a addition, if you will, that's going to make the quality of life improvement is what that's going to be. So now under preferences, the next one is going to be snippets. It's the code snippet manager. What you'll do is you'll come in here and you'll just set the folder, and wherever your folder is, whatever you have, I'm going to choose my downloads folder from my previous cleanup from Windows, and I just click accept. And now when I come to snippets, after this is installed, I'll just hit the refresh button, and now I'm going to have access to all of these different code snippets, and I can load them in. This is going to be something I think is extremely useful. It actually, anything that organizes my snippets is a blessing because I've got them all over the place in different places, and now I can consolidate these, which is going to be great. Now, my most favorite part of all this will be the navigator, and that's another add-on you guys can install. And we'll look at this. This is the advanced text editor function navigator. This is my absolute favorite because if you're using ChatGPT, this is kind of its own selling point for itself, if you will. And obviously the add-ons, we're just giving these away free. You don't have to worry about it. If you guys catch this live late, just look in the comments. You'll see a link at the end of this. And so now inside the navigator, it's loading everything that is inside of your scripting workspace. So anything that's in here, it's going to load up for you, and you'll be able to see your import BPY. You'll get to click that, and it'll highlight it. You know, anything, props, imports, anything that you have in here, this different settings that are properties that are built into this little quick Chat GPT add-on that I made. And what we'll do is I'm just going to flip over to Chat GPT real quick. And what we've got inside of here is me just kind of building prompts, just little simple prompts. And when you do get to a point where ChatGPT says, oh, hey, I've got a little code snippet for you to just insert, then when it creates that, you can just dump it in. So this looks like that's the whole add-on. I just have to find it. It looks like updated the code. Again, sometimes it'll write the whole code over for you, and then sometimes it will just update a specific operator or a function. So now we have object OT add rotation, and this right here, if I copy this and then jump back over, and I'll be able to pull this out and see view 3D PT rotation cube advanced. That's the exact one. So I can highlight this, and then I can literally just control V that in, and now that operator is going to be imported, well, not imported, but it's copy pasted in. And let me double check I did that correct. So maybe Shift V. I'm doing too much here. View 3D PD, and I'll go back and just want to copy that code, and then Shift V. Okay, so now that's fine, and I've got that in here, and it's updated. So now you can kind of go through, you can check your register, you check your unregister, and just for people who are just jumping in the live, so you don't have to like go back and watch it again. Sam and I have put together 3 add-ons for you guys. One is going to be the navigator. One is going to be the mini map, which is going to be like VS Code, and the other one's going to be snippets. And you just go in and load your snippets. You just go into text, show mini map. You can go in here and highlight different areas in the code and make jumps. You can change font sizes, colors, reset the colors, and this is going to be a nice helper for you guys. And then, of course, like the navigator where I'm at any point you want to jump to some place in your code, it'll highlight it so you can overwrite that position in the code. And now I'm going to drop the actual link in for you guys. So give me just a quick moment. I'm going to jump over to my main page and put that in for y'all. And then you go over to the Patreon and grab all of these. And hopefully it lets me drop this link in. There we go. And if you guys want to go pick up these 3 add-ons, like I said, they're absolutely free. Really appreciate everybody being here. Just a brief overview, and if Sam's in the chat, if you want to like add anything, because I'm trying to pick up these add-ons as I go, and hopefully they're more self-explanatory and just really easy to use for most people, because it looks like you just got statistics and things listed here, different classes, the amount of function, the amount of imports, how many lines. I mean, this is really simple. These add-ons are not just free, they're really easy to use, and they're going to enhance your workflow. So you guys can jump over, check out that link, and then they just install like any other add-on would, and you'll have the navigator here. Then you'll have the text editor mini map, which is really good to use. And then you have the code snippet manager. And all 3 of these are just going to enhance your workflow and allow you to work a little bit faster and more accurate. And I appreciate everybody being here. You guys smash the like, smash the subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.